What up, boys? Back with another dope review of this great new game known as Fallout 4, just released.
Bruh.
I just love when Bethesda throw out good games all the time. Just
Bruh.
great game after great game, just masterpieces.
Bruh.
You can't be disappointed at this. But before I say anything stupid, let's get into the damn review. So, Fallout 4, released in November of 2015, the game was overall considered to be a good game, even though many thought that the game were missing or lacking some important things crucial for this series. Now, I could definitely agree on some of the issues, but overall, the game is still underrated. So, for all you complete newbies out there who hasn't played the game, I'm going to do a quick briefing of the story and so on.
War. War never changes.
Yeah. Skip.
War never changes.
So, the beginning of Fallout 4 actually begins in 2077, before the nuclear war even started. So, the first thing you're able to do is to customize your character. You customize your facial features and your body type, and so on. And after a little while, you end up with a sexy character like this. And now, we're ready to start the game. And then you pretty much just roam around your fancy ass pre-war house, and it gives you perspective of how the world looked before the war, and it really creates an atmosphere, and you can compare it later in the game like, ah, damn, this is a huge difference between how the world looked before. And then, all of a sudden, your creepy neighbor crack dealer shows up and tries to scam you.
Hey kid, wanna buy some clout?
And then, it's time to customize your specials. So, of course, my knucklehead of a character goes 10 on strength and 10 on luck. And that's pretty much my character. And lastly, create a name.
A little suck and fuck.
And after a while, you watch the news and then it's confirmed. Bombs have been dropped in America.
We heard detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
So obviously, upon hearing this news, you head to the vault as fast as possible with your family. So once you arrive at the vault, you pretty much just get ultra scammed.
Right this way.
So what ends up happening is you get basically frozen down for like 150 years or something like that. So when you wake up, these two fuckers come and they kill your wife and they take your baby.
But who gives a fuck? We can always find another wife, am I right?
Bruh.
And after that spectacle, you end up being frozen down once more.
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
So when you finally wake up once more, you're then off to find your way out from this fucking vault. And when you finally exit the vault, you notice how the world is complete garbage and complete trash. But who have time for that shit anyway? We gotta find our boy, Little Suck and Fuck Jr. Holy shit, I've actually been talking about the story for like 4 minutes. Maybe we speed this up. So when we finally come home, we talk to our robot that's still around, and he sends us to this town nearby, and that's where we go next. And we're finally here! Ah shit, we gotta kill these fuckers first. I think that's everyone. Let's head inside. check who's behind this door, finally. I hope there's no fucking dumbass over there. Fuck!
I'm gonna say the N-word. That's racist! You can't say the N-word!
Oh, please don't kill me. Just a joke. Just a joke. But anyways, now you have to go outside and take the power armor and kill the rest of the raiders for them. And when that's done, you just go back and talk to them again. And then they give you the last advice. They tell you to go to Diamond City, the biggest town. So basically, the goal of the plot is to find your son, and that you will need to do with one of the 4 main factions based and located in Boston. And that's basically where I'm gonna leave it. So now when you're filled in, let's talk about the game and let's review it. Yeah, so I couldn't really find a good solid way to structure this review, so I just thought that maybe I just talk about random shit that I like and I dislike and talk about different factors in the game. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's start with the fucking combat. Now, I know what some of you are gonna say, but wait fucking games, man, aren't you like the best player in the world? You would never struggle in a combat situation. And that's true, I'm the best player. Everything is too easy. No, but seriously, the combat is really good nowadays. Compared to New Vegas, the combat just feels a lot more smoother. It actually feels like the weapon have some kind of weight in them, and the targets don't feel like sponges. Like overall, the combat just feels really good, and there's, in my opinion, nothing to complain about there. So when it comes to customization, this game is pretty good. You have a lot of different gun options and you have a lot of different clothing options. Although when you reach late game, there's just like one of the armor sets that are just above all, and that's the combat armor, I guess. But still, the amount of weapons and clothing are just pretty nice, and I'm satisfied. But the crafting in this game.
Nice.
So what you do is just collect a ton of junk and then you just customize your weapons with them by just upgrading your sight, mag, barrels and so on. There's just so much to do there, and that's fucking awesome. It's one of the best things about this game compared to the previous Fallout games, in my eyes. You're even able to just customize your power armor with jetpacks and shit like that, and that's sick. So one of the best things about this game, in my opinion, is the world and exploration, because Bethesda did something amazing with this game, and that's creating a world where everything and everywhere you go is interesting. So if you just go into a random cave or a house, I bet you find something that's useful, whether it's fucking loot and it's not randomized. Maybe you find a certain shotgun there that is really good, or you just find bobblehead magazines or junk that you really need. Maybe you find a power armor fucking hidden somewhere. The exploration is awesome in this game, and you can really feel that the developers just handcrafted this shit and just put out stuff that might be into your interest. Whether it's lore, maybe you read all the terminals and you find something really fucking fascinating, or just loot and whatever they planted there, and that's fucking awesome. Now there's also pretty cool side missions. You can, for example, just ambush a chem deal and take all the chems for yourself, and then just sell them, and then you're basically rich. That is a fucking dope quest. And it has a few quests that are boring, of course, but overall the side quests are a positive in my eyes. But the story sucks balls, but we'll come to that later, I guess. Okay, so let's talk about the negative aspects before we get further into this review, because there's a lot of negative shit, I think. Now, one of the cons in this game is its dialogue, because its dialogue options sucks balls. Similar to many other RPGs, the fucking misleading ass options you're able to choose does not represent anything that the character then says. So I will now demonstrate pretty much how every dialogue is in this game. So you're left with 4 options. The northern one is always the dumb question. A question could be like, why does grass exist? And you're just like, what? What? So no one chooses that unless you're dumbass. And then we have the one to your left, and that is always the maybe. So if a guy goes, do you want to buy? And you just like, maybe. Like, do you want to buy or do you not? Fucking tell me. So that option is completely dumb. Now, the southern option is always suck up answer. So if someone goes, do this chore, dumbass, you're just like, okay, I will do your chore. No one likes that answer. Fuck off. Okay, so the one to your right is always the good one. So if a guy goes, back off, pleb, you can answer, hey, I will fucking slit your throat and I will swim in your blood. Fuck off. And that's the cool one. So I, of course, go with the right one. Now, what will happen after is that you're basically scammed because he doesn't really say what you want him to say. If we take the swim in his blood example, your character will most likely just go like, hey, I don't like you. And you're just like, okay, that was really not what I wanted to say, but okay. Now, I am of course exaggerating, but this is just to prove a point that the dialogue system is just like, what? Yeah, sup. It's been more than 1 year since I last worked in this video, and I just found the footage in my library, and I'm not ever gonna finish this, I think. So I'm just gonna upload what I got. So that's it for this review. Best review ever. Nice, good job, dude. So enjoy this last Outlast video. Just it doesn't have anything to do with Fallout, but hey, it's funny. Oh my god, stanna dumpad. Vad står still?